just come in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi departing for his three-nation tour, a diplomatic tour that has now marked the beginning of India's broader Indo-Pacific outreach, with Indonesia as the key stop in Jakarta. As this visit that is focused on strengthening trade ties, enhancing our regional security cooperation and also expanding strategic partnership in the Indo-Pacific region. Let's connect with both Akansha and Mayank joining us live here on the broadcast. Good morning to both of you. Akansha, departure statement that has also come in from the Prime Minister as what and how he is looking forward to his first trip to Indonesia as part of his three-nation tour.
Right. So, Amita, we are being told that defense cooperation is going to be a key component of Prime Minister's first leg of the tour, which is going to be to Indonesia. Remember, our bilateral ties with Indonesia were elevated to a strategic and comprehensive partnership back in the year 2018 when Prime Minister visited Indonesia for the first time. We are also looking towards forging greater defense cooperation, where Indonesia is looking towards our BrahMos missiles, and more than BrahMos, we are also being told that they could be looking towards collaboration as far as India's Scorpene submarines are concerned. And nickel, as far as EV batteries and nickel is concerned, that could in fact be a key component of the diplomacy between India and Indonesia. People-to-people ties again play a very crucial role. Prime Minister will also be paying a visit to one of the ancient parts of Indonesia. He will be visiting a temple over there. He will also be hosted by President Prabowo Subianto, who, remember, was the chief guest this year at our Republic Day celebrations. Yes. And so Prime Minister going there with the hope of forging stronger ties. And it's interesting how Prime Minister's three-nation tour is now going to be shifting focus over to the Indo-Pacific, whether it is Indonesia in the eastern part of the Indian Ocean, or whether it is Australia in the southern part, or even New Zealand. Focus is now going to be in the Indo-Pacific, as Prime Minister has already indicated in that statement he issued prior to his three-nation tour. He said that this will be in alignment with India's Act East policy and also India's Mahasagar vision. Amita.
All right. Please do stay on with us, Akansha. Let me also connect with Mayank on this. Mayank, as this Akansha pointed out, that because this is going to be a major opportunity, especially when it comes to unlocking one of Asia's most under-realized bilateral relations, and also to pushing it for a more valuable strategic partnership between India and Indonesia.
Amita, when India became a republic in 1950, it was President of Indonesia who was the chief guest at that time. And mind it is just 4 days back that the first liaison officer from Indonesia has joined the IFC-IOR, which is for the sake of sharing the information on whitewater shipping, merchant shipping in that case. And Indonesia having the kind of a geographical location it has, it becomes really important in the light of what happened during Strait of Malacca when it was closed. Strait of Hormuz when it was closed. So having seen that strategic locations of both the nations, which is India and Indian Ocean, and towards the eastern side of the Indian Ocean, Indonesia, it becomes very pertinent and important. And, you know, we broke the story when Indonesia had asked for the shore-based batteries for BrahMos, which becomes unbeatable in its class, actually. We are also looking up for opportunities wherein both sides might be producing or co-jointly doing things in terms of defense technology and defense production also. So not only in terms of diplomatic issues, as Akansha has already brought out, defense is going to be very, very important in the coming days, because Pacific is changing. Indo-Pacific, the sphere is changing in so many ways. And amidst the unsettled ways that things have shaped up in the international system, this bilateral visit, which is going to be after almost 7-8 years since Prime Minister visited there in 2018. So it is going to be very significant, because after this, Prime Minister is also visiting New Zealand and Australia. Australia having being part of Quad also is going to be a very important leg as far as Indo-Pacific relationship is concerned, Amita.
Absolutely, because when we speak of India and Indonesia, both countries already share a very strong fundamentals. There is a democratic weight, there is maritime geography, there is G20 membership and the global south influence, but the relationship that is often moved towards when it comes to nearing its full potential, and that is exactly what Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be looking forward to. Thank you very much, Akansha and Mayank, for joining us here on the broadcast.